fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there.
So there are 4 things that are left to be filled out on your character sheets, and that is your toughness, evasion, willpower, and cleverness. These are all found under the 4 essences: strength, speed, smarts, and social. And these numbers are the test numbers that when things are trying to come at you, the things will have to roll against to try to do whatever it is the things want to do to you. So they're all actually very simple. The base number is 10. And then you add the essence that you put into that stat. And then you add any perks that any of your backgrounds or classes or whatnot give you in regards to that specific, or skills that give you towards that specific stat. Please make sure that you check back with your influences, your origins, and your role, as you might have something in there that will give you something towards one of those stats. When it comes to equipment, this is where I want you all to remember that this game is based off a toy line. And if you look at any of the G.I. Joe toys, yeah, there were some that were very based in reality, but there were some that were really, really out there. So I want you to imagine how you want your character to look, and I want the equipment and the weapons to emulate what your character has. Thankfully, the Essence 20 system has in it built things that you can think of whatever, and there's a category that it will fall into. So for missions, everyone gets a standard issue, which the standard issue is fatigues appropriate for the expected environs, aka whatever the costume for your character is. A close combat weapon, be it a blade or bludgeon. This can be a knife or a small club, things of that sort. A sidearm firearm, a rifle, 2 grenades, as well as a tactical backpack and a purse of local currency and rations for expected duration of the mission. So the weapons are on page 140 of the player handbook. And the close combat blade, close combat bludgeon, pistol, rifle, shotgun, and grenades are all under the standard column that goes horizontally. Now, again, this is based off of a toy. So just because you have a pistol doesn't mean that it's a modern day pistol. Your pistol can be stylized in any way that you want to think of. For example, there was a G.I. Joe toy of a sailor who had a flintlock pirate style pistol. And that's what he uses. However, mechanically, it follows the rules of the pistol that's in the game. So when it comes to the weapons, please feel free to the way that your weapon looks and whatnot. Think however you want it to look. Keep in mind when it comes to your weapons to check on your rolls to see if there are any limitations in the weapons that you're trained in, or if you have a specific type of weapon that you are specialized in. So in this game, armor is referred to as battle dress, and battle dress is pretty much anything from regular clothes to actual full-on suits of tanker armor made of aluminum alloys and what have you. The battle dresses do start over on page 154 of the player's handbook, and you can have pretty much everything up to restricted. Again, confer with your role to see the type of battle dress that you have access to, and then go from there. And like I said, the battle dress, when you look on the chart, again, it's a horizontal chart. When you look on the chart, actually in the PDF, in the PDF, it's 1 page, 2 page. When you look at the battle dress descriptions, you will see the pluses or minuses that it will give you to those stats that we talked about at the beginning. HTB access pads. So every Joe gets assigned an HTB access pad. You can read the full description on page 138. Pretty much what it is a device, be it a pad or something you wear on your wrist, or again, use your imagination to figure out how it integrates into your system, or into your costume, I should say. But the HTB pad is pretty much a super powered iPad. Not only is it an iPad, but it connects all Joes together. So your party is able to speak to each other at distances. Your party is also able to whisper to each other. So, if you're in a stealth type situation, the HTB pad, it's described that it has all sorts of microphones and however the wearer wants to configure it. But you again, use your imagination to set it up so that, you can use it to speak to your teammates from distances. The HTB pad, and again, because it is like an iPad, iPhone type situation, you are able to use it to do things like hacking and looking up the internet and this, that, and the other. Again, the full description is over on page 138 in the Player's Handbook.